So what is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you 4 simple yet effective ways to curl your braiding hair. You want to watch this video to the end so that you don't get to miss this gem. Let's get into it. So you all are welcome. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, my name is Jane Frances Ezunye, and for this tutorial I'll be using 2 different shades of braiding hair: black for the water wave and the kinky wig, and this combination of black and silver for the French curls and the bouncy curls. So yeah, so guys, I'm starting off with the French curls. So I'll be straightening this braiding hair with a straightening iron on a low heat settings. I did show you the heat settings at the very beginning, so I'm going to run through this a few times until it becomes silky smooth. So guys, bear in mind that you have to do this on a low heat settings because this is 100% chemical on hair and it's going to burn if you don't use a low heat settings for this. Not to worry if you don't have a straightening iron, because you can dip this hair in some hot water, but just bear in mind that you're going to get a lot smoother, silkier and tangle-free results with a straightening iron. Spot the difference between the one I have straightened and the one I haven't. Guys, you want to do this to get the best result. So once I was done with this, I wrapped this around this PVC pipe. Guys, you can literally do this with anything that has this type of shape: your curtain hangers, your wooden stick. Guys, anything at all that has this type of shape will work. So I just wrap this flat, like paper flat, around this pipe until no single strand is left. So watch closely. I am not twisting, I am not turning, I am just wrapping it really flat around this pipe. So yeah. See this black hair that is poking through? It was because of how short the black that I blended with the blonde is. So do well to trim it off. I completely ignored it. You are going to see this poking through still at the end, but guys, it didn't really make much difference. So yeah. So once I was done coiling, I set this aside because I'm going to run all of them through hot water at the same time. Now onto the second one, which is the water wave hair. I just run this long black braiding hair through a straightening iron on a low heat as well. Guys, I didn't do this before. I used to go straight up to the curling, and I was so excited that I did at the end because it made a whole lot of difference. Keep watching to see that. So once I've straightened this to be silky smooth, I just take that amount of hair, brush that thoroughly, then curl that with my flexi rod. I just twist and turn until no single strand is left, and then I bend the rod over to secure the curls. Now this is the size of flexi rod that I'm using. So the size of curls you get with this is dependent on the size of flexi rod, so bear that in mind. Now moving to the third method, which is the bouncy curls. I just take the black and silver blend of hair, place it like so around the flexi rod. I didn't have to straighten that at all, and I start curling that. I just twist and turn, holding both ends together. I didn't have to walk on one end and come back for the other. I just hold both of them together and curl that to the finish. Now, have you subscribed to the channel yet? If you haven't, or you're just stopping by for the very first time, please click that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. subscribe and join the family. Give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it so far. Comment down below for questions, recommendations, and I'll be there to reply your comment. Please don't forget to share this video with everyone and anyone who you feel like needs to see this. It's absolutely free as well. Now onto the fourth and the final method, which is the Kinky Wig. As you can see, I have two different sizes of straw, so I'll be using the smaller one because we're trying to mimic this tiny kinky natural hair coils with this. So the smaller the straws or whatever tool you're using for this, the better. Now I didn't have to straighten this hair at all because the texture is very much needed for this style. I just twist and turn this until I've wrapped every single strand. So once I was done with the curling, and I added all of the curled hair inside this bowl, ready to pour some hot water over them. As you can see, I even curled this passion twist hair that I found out I didn't record much later. So I decided not to include it at all because I do have a detailed tutorial up on my channel on how to make passion twist hair as well as passion twist itself. So I'll put the link up there for you if you're interested. You can click and watch that. Now I started pouring some hot water with conditioner over all of the hair that I've curled, to retain the curls. So once I was sure that every single one of them has gotten like enough hot water, I take that out and let that air dry completely. Now for every other hairstyle we are done, but for this water wave hair, I had to take this out of the flexi rod after like few hours so that I can loosen up the curls even more. What you get with this doesn't give you the perfect water wave hair. So I'm just going to take this out of the rod and trim out the ends. So this is what it looks like straight out of a flexi rod. As you can see, it doesn't look anything like water wave hair. So it has to go through one more process, which is dipping that in some hot water, not boiling hot, not just warm, but hot enough to loosen up the curls, like so. So this is what it looks like, dipped in the hot water and still wet. So I'm just going to have to let that dry completely. And here comes the final review. Now for the French curls, all that was left to do was just to take this perfect French curls out of this PVC pipe that I use in curling it. And guys, this is what the curls look like. Guys, this is super pretty, like so beautiful, so luscious, so smooth, so silky. Look at how it looks once I've tied it up and packaged it. I even had to take out a little bit to braid this hair for you guys. Look at how beautiful and luscious that is looking. I didn't experience any form of tangle when I was separating the hair for the braids, and guys, this is super pretty. Now for the water wave hair, this is what it looks like dried, but there is just one more thing I'm gonna do to it. So I'm just gonna take the hair, like press it to make it flat and fluffy. Guys, once I am done doing this, like that is literally all there is. You can see the difference with the one I've pressed and the one that I haven't. So yeah. Now this is what it looks like after I was done pressing it flat. And guys, hold on, let me show you the full view of this. Now watch how long that this is. Watch the ease at which this separates without any form of friction or tangles. Guys, this is the star of the show. I think I finally cracked this and I was super impressed with myself. Now I've been doing water wave hair before, but this is definitely an upgrade, and I don't know what is better than this. You can use this for your boho braids or anything boho or crochet braids. Guys, the list is endless. Try this and let me know your experience with it. So for the kinky bug, I'm just going to take the hair out of the straw and trim off the ends like so. And this is what the hair looks like once I was done doing that. You can see the tiny little coils that we have right there. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead to separate this like so. I just take it from both sides and open it up like so without extending that all the way to the end. Just watch and see what I do. So I open up the hair a little more like so, and once I was done doing that, I just give it a stretch, and with that you have your kinky bulk ready. Guys, this is so pretty and it comes in handy in doing so many different styles: locks, twist, kinky, faking natural hair. Like, think of anything you can do with kinky bulk. I just pack it like this pending when I'm ready to use it. I have a tutorial on my channel how you can make this with used braiding hair. I'm going to leave the link for you in the description box below. Moving on to the bouncy curls, which is the last but definitely not the least. I just take out this curls from this flexi rod by unraveling it like so. So this is quite easy, simple, and this comes in handy for like crochet braids and different hairstyles as well. I just take that out, trim off the ends, and that is all there is to this one. Now look how pretty that looks. You keep it, you drop it, it stays all together. You take it up, it forms a spiral and it's so elastic and pliable. This is super pretty, and with this we have come to the end of this tutorial. Please subscribe if you haven't, give this video a thumbs up, and comment down below if you want me to show you more ways to curl your braiding hair. And don't forget to share this video with anyone who you feel like need to see this. Stay blessed, stay fabulous. See you guys on my next one. Bye, guys.